All right, how's practice been going? What do you think of the challenge this week going up against that ECU defense?
I think it's a group that we're very familiar with. They have a lot of seniors up front, especially 93 and 94. They're 3 or 4 year starters, guys that I've gone up against my whole career. They're always a great matchup. They're a great team. They always play physical, and it's a team that, no matter where either team is record-wise, it's going to be a dogfight.
Billy, you guys' backs are obviously against the wall a little bit, and now you're starting a very young quarterback. What can you tell fans to make them feel like you guys can turn it around, like you're still hoping to see?
I believe that, there's never a point where you give up on a season, no matter what, how late you are in a game. I never give up on a game either. I think that as far as Jordan goes, that's our job as an offensive line, to sit back there and take all of the pressure that anyone gives us and to, make him as comfortable as possible and keep people from touching him. And as long as we can do that job, I think that we'll be able to give him the comfort that he needs to have his results.
What are some of the things that you see in ECU's defense that you might be able to exploit on Saturday?
Well, those are trademark secrets. I don't know. My coach might come after me if I tell you those. No, but I mean, they're a very well-disciplined team. They're a team that, goes into their gaps a lot. They like to do certain blitzes and pressures, and Coach Bell is going to scheme up whatever he thinks is perfect for each play and can get us out of any situation.
How encouraging is it the ground game still kept going at Navy, especially Jordan producing? What do you think of the way you guys are still running the ball?
I think there's always room for improvement. I like the way that everything has been trending the last couple games, but we're not, definitely not satisfied with the way it is, because we're not getting into the end zone, regardless of how well we can run the ball or throw the ball. As long as we're not getting points, there's always room for improvement. So I think that we're pleased with the way it's going, but never satisfied.
Coach said last year there were not a lot of guys last season who had been used to being in leadership positions. Is there a more assertive leadership presence in the locker room this year?
I like to think so. I think there's a lot of guys who played a lot of ball for us. There's, especially on the defensive line with Kirk and Greg, and in the linebacking core where Nico's Hotel isn't necessarily playing right now, but he's definitely in a leadership role. He's always in Pat's ear. He's always in all these other guys here telling them this is what you need to see. And then all the transfers who came in that have been great leaders as well. From day one, KJ came in, and he wants to be friends with everyone on the team, but he's not here to just do that. He's here to win games. He's here to be the best he can be and be on the best defense that he can be on. And that's what everyone loves about him, is that he's going to come in and he's going to tell you how he feels, and he's going to push everyone to be their absolute best.
How big is it to have a guy like Patrick Macon step in? I mean, he led the team in tackles. He seems like a very positive, leadership role type of guy too.
Absolutely. He's a guy who comes in and works every day, and especially when we go up against him in practice, he's a guy that you have to be looking for on the field. You know that he's going to fill his gap and he's going to be quick to it. So it's someone that on the offense, he pressures you into doing everything and being correct on everything. And in the defense, he's helping everyone get to their right spots and where they need to be every play.
Well, if you talk about Trayvon, he's been getting some chunks of yards the last 3-4 weeks. Just good to see a 4-year player here finally getting an opportunity and doing well. So if you could talk about him and what he's brought to the offense.
We have an absolute amazing running back stable, with especially him and Jordan Cronkite as well. Two absolute great running backs, guys that aren't afraid to be in the pass pro situation. They'll go out and if we were to mess up a blocking situation and let a DN free, they're not afraid to go out and attack them and do whatever they need. They're, able to catch balls out of the backfield. They run downhill, super aggressive. And we love having guys like that, because that they're not going to run away from any of the pressure. They're going to run towards it. And as an offensive line, those are the guys you want to block for.
I imagine you'd rather give up one of your key fingers than go through what you went through last season, just the slide.
Yeah, absolutely. There was a lot bad that happened last year, and I think that we went into the offseason learning from that, and still there's a lot of things that we need to change, obviously, to get on the right path. But there's absolutely no way we want to finish this season the way that we did last season, so we're going to go out and do everything that we can every single game.